The top story we are tracking here on India Today is the G7 summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is batting for secure AI. He also highlights the concern at the global south of G7 summit. Prime Minister, who's in Italy and is all set to attend the G7 summit, is a special invitee. He expressed that it was a matter of great satisfaction for him to be attending the summit after his re-election in the largest democratic exercise in the history of humankind. In an address at the outreach session of the G7 summit, Prime Minister Narendra Modi asserted on the importance of keeping AI very, very secure. Prime Minister further said India's commitment is on the well-being of Global South as well as working to usher in a green era. Prime Minister will be holding a very key bilateral meeting today, the moment everyone, in fact, is eagerly waiting for. Joining me live is my colleague Geeta Mohan. Geeta, Modi-Biden handshake and the hug on the sidelines of G7 is something very significant. What do you make of this Modi-Biden meet?
Well, it is a continuum. The fact that there's a lot of diplomacy that you saw in this visit of Prime Minister Modi, a lot of hugs, a lot of positive energy. But with President Biden, there were a lot of questions as to why there was no bilateral structured dialogue. It's only because the India-US ties is a continued relationship of different levels of meetings at all times. So we have official level meetings, ministerial meetings. The National Security Advisor of the US is going to be in New Delhi very soon and will be meeting with Ajit Doval, who has been reappointed as National Security Advisor. So at all levels you see a continuous meeting between the leadership and between ministers and officers. That's the reason why there is no reason for Prime Minister Modi to really go ahead and have a structured dialogue with President Biden. Even if the two meet briefly, like the message says, it is to ensure that there's endorsement and that the two sides are committed to continue working the way they have been working, which is what the tweet also of Prime Minister Narendra Modi says.
Geeta, the Prime Minister also met Justin Trudeau. The handshake comes at the back of strained ties between India and Canada. In fact, the bust of Gandhi was also vandalized by Khalistanis in Italy. Do we know if Prime Minister raised extremism with Trudeau?
Well, there are serious concerns when it comes to Khalistani actions and activities in the whole of Europe, Canada, US. The UK also becoming a base for all these elements who travel to other parts of Europe and try to mobilize people in those parts as and when there are big events taking place over here. The Mahatma Gandhi's bust being vandalized was a serious concern, a matter of concern for India. India raised it with the Italian authorities. Having said that, if you look at the picture of the leaders meeting, Trudeau and Prime Minister Modi, a serious conversation. We don't have details of what really transpired, but certainly concerns raised and the Indian side maintaining that enough evidence has not been provided by Canada to really take action when it comes to the kind of allegations that have been leveled against intelligence officers of India. So the two sides will have to mend relations by trying to ensure that this particular incident is handled and tackled properly in a more diplomatic manner than the way the two sides have handled the situation.
Geeta, what about the bilateral that's all set to take place between Prime Minister Modi and Meloni? What do you think were the key highlights of Prime Minister's G7 visit?
See, there was no particular melody moment, so to say, between Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Meloni. Also because the fact that the Italian Premier was hosting such a significant, important summit over here in Italy, she ensured that she played the perfect hostess and put up a spectacular show, whether it's the G7 leadership or the invitee guest nations who she hosted very well. And there were some serious conversations to be had between Italian Prime Minister and the Indian Premier. You had these lovely moments. The pictures showed a lot of warmth, a camaraderie, bonhomie between the two leaders. But in terms of substance, the talks were important. They focused on on strategic defense, bilateral trade. There is a mobility agreement signed between the two sides, and that will ensure that there is jobs for Indians in Italy, and the cap is increased. So that is one important aspect that the two leaders really spoke of. Enhancing of ties at a time when we're seeing the growing stature of Meloni here in the European Union, within the European Union, clearly shows that she is going to play a very important leadership role. And in that, India gains from engaging Italy, Italy gains from engaging with India.
Thank you, Geeta, for giving us all those details. My colleague Geeta, who's tracking very closely the G7 summit. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is participating in the G7 summit in Italy at the invitation of his counterpart, Italian PM Giorgia Meloni. Our next report is detailing what's taking place and what's the agenda with regards to the G7. Take a look.
On his first foreign tour after returning as the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi is attending the G7 summit in Italy. Though India is not a member of the group of countries with advanced economies, it's been specially invited. With a GDP of $3.94 trillion, India boasts an economy larger than 4 G7 members, Canada, France, Italy and the UK, and is one of the fastest growing economies worldwide. As the summit kicked off in Puglia, Meloni's Namaste greeting for global leaders is breaking the internet. With the G7 leaders in Italy, Prime Minister Modi held bilateral talks with his Italian counterpart, Giorgia Meloni. The Prime Minister held key bilaterals with Rishi Sunak and Emmanuel Macron. A bilateral meet with US President Joe Biden could also be on the cards. Prime Minister Modi also met with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The meeting was days after Khalistani extremists vandalized a bust of Mahatma Gandhi in Italy, writing slogans related to slain Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. After the G7 outreach talks, all world leaders lined up for a photo with Pope Francis. World leaders exchanged greetings, hugs and smiles. Russia, Ukraine, Israel-Gaza wars and climate change were the big focus at the G7 summit this year. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, the spotlight at the G7 summit is on Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. Her images of greeting global leaders with a namaste is actually going viral. But make no mistake, in the grouping of the advanced economies, it is she who right now is the most popular European leader. She just won the EU elections, while most of her G7 counterparts are actually struggling in terms of leadership in their own country.
Giorgia Meloni is basking not only in the glorious Italian sun, but also in her victory at the European elections. As she hosts world leaders at the G7 summit, she has all eyes on her. For a woman as Prime Minister, not only has Giorgia Meloni proved all her detractors wrong, she has won her first serious electoral test after 2 years. Her party, the far-right Brothers of Italy, stormed to a convincing win, making her the only Western European leader strengthened by the vote. With the exception of Meloni, all G7 members are facing a leadership crisis. France's President Macron was resoundingly defeated by the far-right National Rally, prompting him to call fresh parliamentary elections. While Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz handed his Social Democrats their worst ever European election result, beaten into third place by the far-right AfD. As for the other G7 leaders, Rishi Sunak languishes in the polls before the upcoming UK election, as does Justin Trudeau ahead of his electoral fight in Canada next year. and Joe Biden could be booted out of the White House in November by Donald Trump.
You don't leave a woman waiting for that minute.
Japanese Prime Minister Kishida's popularity ratings are also at an all-time low. Little wonder then that Meloni boasted that Italy was going into this summit with the strongest government of all. Bureau Report, India Today.